Alrighty, what's going on, y'all? So we're actually getting ready to take a super long road trip down to DFW. We'll actually be gone about 2 weeks. We took the same exact trip right in the middle of the pandemic, around about the same time in 2020. You guys didn't see it, of course, because I wasn't on YouTube at that time. And most people will say, man, you guys are friggin' nuts. And maybe so, but Holly and I have traveled to like 49 states. We did that in like the first 8 years of our marriage. So we really know how to travel on the road. And as we've just kind of had kids over the years, we've just incorporated them into our system. So my mom is super excited about seeing the kids. We're super excited about taking the trip. We also plan on maybe going to like a couple of thrift stores along the way, and of course going to a lot of places once we get to DFW. So this time around, looking forward to kind of taking you guys with me and kind of letting you guys see some of the journey as well. Here's our family map right here that we just created over the years. Again, like I said, we've traveled to 49 states. The only place we haven't traveled to is Hawaii, the little small snippet on our map right here. Again, this is my wife and I right here. In 2019, we went to Alaska. Of course, I mean, we used to live in Texas. Got like a picture of us up here in 2015 when we traveled to Mount Rushmore. Got like a picture when we were in Minnesota, went to the Mall of America. Stopped by Lambeau Field right here when my oldest son was like 2. And again, so where a lot of people may kind of shy away from like taking super long road trips and then of course taking all your kids with you, we kind of embrace it because we have a ton of experience and we definitely look forward to stuff like this. You ready to go? Alright, as you guys can see, well, maybe if you probably can't because it's kind of dark, but if you can see, you can see that we're packed to the brim. And they say like when a plane takes off, like it uses like a ton of fuel just to get off the ground, but once in the air, it can eventually reach its cruising altitude. And that's how taking a trip like this is. Once you get all the preparation done, get everything packed and in the car on the road, it's a lot easier than you would think. And so I think the last time we did this in 2020, we had like 3 kids and a dog. And so this year, or 2 years later, we have 4 kids and a dog. So we've been busy, but I mean, once everybody's in the car, it's gonna be smooth sailing. Alrighty, y'all, so first stop, Salt Lake City.
Forget to refuel yourself inside more.
Alrighty, y'all, so it's still bright and early, and this is our first of many stops in Pendleton, Oregon. Alright, buddy, let's go. Come on, let's go.
Can you take a picture? I'll ride you up there.
Alright, let's go. I got you, buddy. Let's go. Got a pair of Zoom Pegasus at $8. Easy, like 50 on these right here.
Go up there. But they can dig dog
I got these Brooks Adrenaline 21s right here. $8. A lot of these brand new are selling for well over 100, so you should easily be able to get at least like 50, 60 on these right here. Boise State Polo, super cheap, but it has like a paint stain in like the top right corner. It looks like $4 on these Nike basketball shorts. Pretty clean. Probably can get somewhere around like 20, 22 bucks on them. So nothing special, but at that price, I'll definitely pick them up. Alrighty, y'all, so we're back in Boise, stopping for a quick fill up and for lunch. And you've been following along, you know, my wife and I was here back in March for the Weekend to Remember conference. A couple of quick scores inside of Deseret, nothing too special, but still can make a couple of bucks on those items. Chloe! What you got there, girl?
What soup?
That's a cracker? Is that a pencil?
Dot.
Alrighty, y'all, so we're putting our stake down in Salt Lake City, and man, if this was probably 2011 before Holly and I had kids, we probably would have thugged it out and drove straight through, but definitely can't travel like that anymore. But we're trying to keep it no more than between like 8 to 10 hours per day with the kids. Did that in 2020 and that worked pretty well. But before we kind of wrap up today, I did want to show you guys some of the items that sold just today while we've been on the road, just to kind of give you guys an idea that people are still patient out there and will still purchase some of your items while you're on vacation. So first up, we got like a pair of these like Nike Power Legendary tights. I believe I picked these up from the bins, probably like less than $1, and you can see somebody has paid like $21, $24 plus shipping for them. So again, like I think I sold like a total of 11 items, so things still do sell. Alrighty, y'all, now I apologize about the echo, and this is the only room that I have to shoot this clip in. Everybody is currently asleep and definitely don't want to wake the kids up trying to shoot this clip right here. And this is my second eBay store. I actually set up 3 stores when I first got started. Hadn't got around to trying to condense that by any chance. This is what I've been doing for about 6 years now, and it's working. So just kind of leaving it at that. So in this store here, here's a pair of these Nike Pro dry fit compression shirts that I lotted up. So these right here sold for like 15 bucks plus shipping, probably cost like less than $1 for both of them at the bins. And second is this Carhartt, this like loose fit heavyweight tee for women. This was another bins pickup, probably cost somewhere around like $1. And as you can see, somebody has paid $16.99 plus shipping for it. Alrighty, y'all, and this is my main store, and in this store we've sold like just 8 items today since we've been on the road. So here's like a pair of Prana Zion pants. Picked those up from the bin, super cheap. They sold for 20 plus shipping. Got like a pair of these Adidas joggers. They sold for $22.94 plus shipping. Another bins pickup. Then got like this Denver Broncos like track jacket right here. Another bins pickup, probably cost like $2 to $3. It was a little bit heavier. Somebody has paid like 30 plus shipping for it. Then got a pair of these Adidas like soccer goalkeeper pants. Picked these up from the bins, probably like $1. Somebody has paid like 27 plus shipping. Also got like this Adidas Climber Light jacket. It's actually brand new. Still found at the bins though, probably for like less than $1. Somebody has paid like 35 plus shipping. Then you got like a pair of these like Columbia ski pants. So for 25 plus shipping again. Picked these up from the bins for probably like $1 or $2. And then got like a pair of these Nike tights. Again, another Goodwill outlet pickup, probably somewhere around like $1. Somebody has paid like $33.99 plus shipping. And then lastly, got a pair of these Ultras. These right here were actually missing the insoles, so they sold for like a lower amount. Usually Ultras sell for a little bit more, but these right here, picked them up from the bins, probably like $2, and they sold for 25 plus shipping. And one of the things I did on this trip that I didn't do when we traveled to Texas in 2020, I set up like a draft bank of like 100 items. So I worked like extra hard in the month of September to kind of get that set up. And so my goal on this trip is kind of, once we have accomplished what we're trying to accomplish in a given day, my plan is to list like 5 or 7 items once everybody falls asleep, because we were having like a record month before we left Oregon. So definitely want to kind of keep some of that momentum going when we make it back in town. Alrighty, y'all, next stop, Santa Fe, New Mexico. Alrighty, y'all, so we're in Santa Fe. There's literally like a Goodwill right next to our hotel. So let's go in here, check it out. These Fubu's in here at like 10 bucks. Got a pair of these Nike Zoom Pegasus right here. 10 bucks, and man, these are consistently selling somewhere between like 70 and 80. So I'll definitely pick these up and take them home and clean them eventually. Alrighty, y'all, so pretty long night in Santa Fe, and our room was probably in the most inconvenient place where it could have possibly been in order to like get kids in and out, but overall we made it through, and our next stop is back home in DFW, where we'll be spending the next 5 days. Gotta love Texas.
Young Apollo with the groove. Loading.
Alrighty, y'all, so I'm back at the Goodwill outlet in Fort Worth. I was here the last time I was in Texas. Didn't find a whole lot the last time. Let's go in here, check it out. Got some Adidas pants, man, but the waist is basically shot, super stretched out, tons of peeling. I like some newer tags, Old Navy for kids, but man, ain't no money to be made here. Got like this Victoria Sport, looks like it's open back, like a long sleeve top. And I mean, man, I might pick this up in Portland. I mean, this stuff really here doesn't sell for much money, maybe like 10 bucks. Definitely not worth taking back. I would have definitely picked these up right here, because this is like the stuff I kind of pick up in Portland, but like you can see the swoosh is like cracking really bad. Has like a hole as well. But again, like finding like Nike and like that plus size usually always sells pretty quick, but the flaws, unfortunately, can't do anything with them. Alrighty, y'all, so they did like a rotation and did find like one pair of like these Nike shorts right here, but overall, man, not a whole lot in here. Alrighty, y'all, so I'm headed in to check out the Family Thrift Outlet. Never even been over here before, never even heard of it. It's just actually on the route of an area where we're going to check out, so I figured I'd stop in here and see what they got.
Fire.
Got these Brooks right here. Need to be touched up just a little bit. think I'm gonna grab these right here.
Oh my God.
I like these Nike Sunray sandals right here for like toddlers. Sell these all the time in Portland. Usually get like 20 bucks for them. Not sure how much any of this stuff costs, but I'm gonna hold these to the side and pick them up. Alrighty, also I got a cart to put all of the stuff in, and I was talking to the lady at the front counter. She said that everything in the store is actually only $2 today, so. Got these curries right here. But these are just pretty beat up, so even at 2, ain't gonna be able to do anything with those. Dropping them, but these are like some Croc sandals, only like $2. No brainer at that price. Alrighty, y'all, so only like $6.50 spent on those 3 pair of shoes, and I feel like if you had a lot of time, you probably could go in there and rack up, but I'm actually in the process of meeting a good friend right now for dinner.
Say hi to him. Say hi.
Alrighty, y'all, so I'm headed in to check out the thrift giant right here in Louisville. And Holly and I actually used to live in this town for about 5 years before we moved up to Portland. I actually started working at like a mortgage servicer about like 5 minutes from here right out of college. Let's go in here, check it out. So you got like some Air Max right here. Basically, at least be like 20 bucks. Like some damage on the front though. And they are not playing around in here, like 30 bucks for Brooks. These curries right here, man, but the fronts are really beat up.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping to do. All right.
Alrighty, y'all, so not a whole lot of luck in there. We're actually headed to meet one of Holly's friends for donuts at the park, and this thrift store was literally on the way, so I figured I would stop in, but I guess it was worth a shot. Alrighty, y'all, so in one of my favorite cities, Denver, my wife and I actually considered moving out here in 2013. We actually came out here a couple of times that year, scoped some of the areas out, but in the end decided that Portland was the better fit in our current circumstances. My mom, though, actually lived out here from 17 to 19. Just recently moved back to DFW like a couple of years ago, but at the Goodwill outlet, they're actually getting ready to close in like 15 minutes. Not confident that there's going to be anything left in there, but let's go in here and see what they got. Thought these were matches, bro. Got like one of these tigers right here. Only like one of them though. Hang on to it and just see.
Here, staff, we're trying to keep the area clean. So on closing time, if you could go ahead and try and step in line to your nearest cashier. Thank you.
Got like some Nike running shorts, pretty standard. Easily like 15, 20 bucks. Got like this Cubs, just a basic tee for men. I mean, nothing special, probably still can pull in like 15 bucks. Nothing special, just some shorts to lot up. I like a pair of these Hurley Phantom board shorts. Sell these all the time for like 20 bucks. Super cheap in here, so might as well grab it.
Thank you.
Alrighty, y'all, so we're in Salt Lake City, stopped over at the Sugar House Park for lunch. I mean, when you got like a lot of kids, gotta know where the best parks are. Kind of did like our research. This is supposed to be one of the best parks in the area. So over here, just kind of hanging out for a while. Alrighty, y'all, so still in Salt Lake City, just left the park. We're actually heading back to Portland tomorrow, should be there by dinner time. And overall, it's been a pretty good trip. Like I was saying, the last time we made this trip in 2020, didn't really document anything, but it's been pretty good for the most part. We've definitely had our moments along the way, and a lot of times, like stopping into like a lot of these thrift stores along our journey, I've only had like maybe like 10 to 15 minutes in a lot of these stores. I mean, my wife's sitting outside in the car with the kids. I mean, pretzels can only last so long, but seen a lot of people shop at this Ben's right here, and figured since we were here in the city, might as well go in here and stop in. So let's go in here, see what they got. Got like this clean Tiger Woods golf polo. Should bring in like a few bucks. Got these KD shorts. Should be pretty solid. Also just got like some Nike fleece sweatpants. Some Oregon Duck in Salt Lake. Pretty worn out logo though. So I got like the Nike fleece pants, should bring in a couple of bucks. Also got like those KD shorts. We got like the Tiger Woods golf polo. So I did stumble across like this Fanatics, I believe this is like a Sergi Federer, probably not pronouncing that properly. He was like a hockey player for like the Red Wings. Pretty clean jersey. Comps on these are pretty good. I mean, you should be able to get at least like 75 to 100 bucks on this right here. Pretty clean too, no stains, no blemishes.
Oh, this is a word search. You gotta look for all these words and find them in there. Did you find any? Need a color first.
Just walked in the house from getting off the road from our 2-week road trip, and my mother-in-law was thoughtful enough to come in, clean our house, and leave me balloons, because today is actually my birthday. So great way to wrap up a pretty long couple of weeks.
This might be all that I know. Think it's okay. I've got a long way to grow at my own pace. Go the long way, no one taught me how to walk, but I figured it out fine.